y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we might need more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, keeping that touch with my haters.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Fate, a shiny face, let you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me elevator operator. Elevator operator. I wanna be like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. We wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. Oh, nice move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
I see through your act and I still enjoy the show.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go, Friday. Here we go, 46. 26.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Yeah, here we go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
going to 53. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Second and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I took 4 in.
And this throw will be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Running left is Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. From the gun, it's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Here we go. I take 40. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Pickens going in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down and 3. Pickens going in motion left. A quick throw caught by Godwin. Pushing his way through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marquise Bell in on that stop. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 2.
Set.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Set. 180. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play fake. Mayfield. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
We're going to 54. Wide. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just a takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just mirrored it for this team to advance. They had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No time, set up. You won't kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't on my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Go, go. Here we go, 40.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Everybody kill. Yeah.
Now Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
We're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun on third. And Prescott, his third interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So another interception for him on the year. He's making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get one or two of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
In motion right is Evans. Following the interception, Mayfield completes this one to Pickens. And running with power here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Godwin, the motion man. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Over the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 40. Here we go, Kim. Wide, 80.
They run again with Walker. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Here we go. Get him.
Throwing. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. For myself. I go 0-1.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
You want to see more, but you want to see Saul. Life slows you down. Your body gets taken down. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's adding now, like overseas.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! 26.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Walker. And a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Yeah! Let's go, kill. Wide 8. 26.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kill. Here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Then we're going to 53. Wide 8. 26.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 4-8.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd down and 1.
Yeah! Here we go. 4-8. 26.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 47. 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Oh, what a move. 20, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ken Walker, 47 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Pickens going in motion left. Mayfield on play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
180!
Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played.
A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. 9 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They're able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
180!
To throw, Mayfield. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, getting that of 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
180!
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 36. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Kings! Watch out!
Mayfield off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
180! Hey, alert 33!
Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, 180! Stop!
Now Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Prescott now. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Good. 180.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Once again, it's Irving. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. Exploring. I got him. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Able to slither by. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard.
What do you think?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 7.
And they'll go on the ground.
And that play going absolutely nowhere. They snipped it off from the start, and it'll turn into a big loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, count. 26.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 46.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, 49. 26.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And now here's another interception. Oh, a heck of a move. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
180. What's up?
Here's a handoff to Irvin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Second and 10.
Set. 180.
Gets this out wide to Pickett.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold on 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
What's that?
On the ground, it's Irvin. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat. He's taken down right after.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.